I just want to get this out of the way right now. I swear, if the Oscars snub another Lego movie, I am going to lose it. The Lego Batman movie. Because it's Batman. So the Lego Batman movie is a spin-off of 2014's The Lego Movie. And this one is directed by Chris McKay, and you have Will Arnett as Batman. You have Rosario Dawson, I think, as Barbara, whatever her name is. I don't remember exactly what her name is, but Batgirl, I guess, if you want to call her that. And then you have Zach Galifianakis as the Joker, and you have Ralph Fiennes as Alfred, and Michael Cera as Robin. And basically what this movie is you have Batman, and he's dealing with complications of not having a family. And throughout the movie he's basically like, I work alone because I'm Batman. I don't need anybody to work with me. And then along the way, these three other people, you have Alfred, you have Barbara, and you have Robin, played by Michael Cera, and they help him find out that, or they're trying to him find out that Batman really can't do anything alone. He can't save Gotham on his own. So, let's talk about the Lego Batman movie. So, in case you guys don't know, the Lego Movie in 2014 it didn't quite make my top 10 list, but it was really close. It was hard not to put it in my top 10 list. It was one of my favorite movies of 2014, and also one of the most surprising, considering I thought it was just going to be a cheap, animated kids, cash grab type of film. But it wasn't. It was really funny, and really, really fun to watch. And the Lego Batman movie is, for the most part, the same way. It's a really funny movie, and it's incredibly fun to watch. Now, the first thing I gotta talk about is the animation. It's pretty much the same style as the Lego Movie, but it works. It's amazing to look at, visually beautiful. It's like the thing they could do with Legos. It's awesome to watch. And Will Arnett as Batman, he's awesome. He is awesome. You have him playing Batman. He played Batman in the Lego Movie as well. But even though he's only a Lego Batman, like, he's one of the best Batmans out there in recent memory that I know. Not as good as Christian Bale, I wouldn't say, but he's definitely one of the better Batmans I've seen. And then you have Ralph Fiennes. He's amazing as Alfred. Michael Cera. He's really funny as Robin. Very surprising from Michael Cera, because he's usually like the more awkward type in his movies. But he was funny, and he was really funny and really like enthusiastic in this movie, and I loved it. And then you had Rosario Dawson. She was awesome in this movie. But the thing that surprised me about this movie the most, Zach Galifianakis is the Joker. He was awesome. And that's saying a lot, because he was in two really terrible movies last year, both of which made my top 15 worst at 2016 list. Yeah, Masterminds and Keeping Up with the Joneses. Let's try not to think about that ever again. Yeah. But yeah, definitely a redemption performance in this movie. So, good job, Zach Galifianakis. Good job. But really, the best thing about this movie is the humor. It's funny as can be. This movie, pretty much from start to finish, had me dying laughing, especially the opening credits. Oh my gosh, not since Deadpool have I seen opening credits to a movie be this funny and this incredible to watch. Like, it's basically CinemaSins in a movie, if I could describe it that way. It's like that, kind of. And I'm actually curious to see what CinemaSins will do to this movie when it comes out on Blu-ray, because, like, yeah, it's so funny. It basically CinemaSins intros to movies. It's kind of like that, and I loved it. And then the jokes throughout this movie, a lot of the jokes had me dying laughing because like the Lego Movie, this movie is hysterical. And this movie also has a cool song in it as well, kind of like the Lego Movie. If you've seen the Lego Movie, this movie kind of follows a similar pattern, but it's way different than the Lego Movie. And it pokes fun at like previous Batman films as well. Like Batman vs. Superman, it makes a reference to that. It makes a reference to the Suicide Squad as well. And like all these other villains come in from other movies as well, and the way it's done is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. The writers and the director, they make this movie work. They really make this movie work. And of course, the relationship between Batman and the Joker, I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't expecting that. It's like kind of a bromance, but not a bromance type of thing. The Joker wants Batman to admit that Batman loves fighting him and that the Joker is the only bad guy for him. So it's kind of a bromance in that sense, but not really, if you know what I mean. But yes, it's a joy to watch. There's a lot of good action sequences as well. And the messages behind this movie is something that I think is important for kids to see. Like the message behind teamwork, family, things like that. It's like not since Zootopia do I see so many cool, important messages for kids that I think that adults can enjoy as well. It's a movie, it's an animated movie for kids and adults to enjoy. And overall, it's just a really fun time. Like I am so glad this finished number 1 at the box office. Yeah, screw you, 50 Shades Darker. Get out of here. Yeah, so glad this finished number 1 because it definitely deserves it. This movie is a lot of fun to watch from start to finish, especially the first 10 minutes. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome job, guys. Well done. Now, in terms of flaws, I do have a couple. One of which is, like the Lego Movie, this movie, I think, has a bit of an overabundance of jokes. Like, there's too many to count. And it does kind of interfere with some more serious moments in the movie, or moments that I think are meant to be serious. I do think the jokes kind of interfere with that at times. And there are times where it just doesn't really slow down. And there's really not as much depth to the story as there should be, but other than that, I mean, that's really it. I can't really think of any other issues to have with this movie other than the jokes being overabundant, over the top, interfering at times, and like lack of some depth to the story, but that's really it. So overall, while I think that the Lego Batman movie is not the best animated movie out there, it's definitely worth watching, definitely worth taking your kids to see. Like, this weekend in movies pretty much has everything you want for every audience. Like, you can go see John Wick Chapter 2 if you're into that action type of stuff. If you want to take your family, the entire family, to see a movie, Lego Batman movie is definitely that movie. So, with that being said, Lego Batman movie is definitely one of the better Batman movies I've seen in a while. Way better than Batman v Superman. And overall, I was impressed. I had a lot of fun with the Lego Batman movie. So I'm going to give it the same score I gave the Lego movie. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give the Lego Batman movie a 90%, which is a solid A. So there's my review on the Lego Batman movie. Have you guys seen it? What did you think about it? Make sure to let me know in the comments below. Do you think this movie's better than the Lego movie? Or do you think it's not as good? I guess you can say. Like, what do you think is better, this or the Lego movie? And what is your favorite Batman movie? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more reviews to come in the future. I should have a review of John Wick Chapter 2 up pretty soon, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And until the next review, once again, my name is the California Cougar, and always remember to stay California cool. Peace.